Hey everyone, it's G here, Gayon here. It's welcome to my daily health tip. It's in Cali. Today is Tuesday, right? March 13, 2018. Woo, welcome. So today's health tip, sharing this article from Mike Geary, my favorite nutritionist expert here. So today's article is interesting. He's talking about seven tips to stop you from getting sick. Okay, so it's a very interesting article. It's a long article, guys. So go to my Healthy You page. The link is in the right below the description of the video. There's a link to the Healthy You page. Go there and read the article for yourself. I can't read all this article. It's a very long article, so I'm just going to give you the highlights of the tips he shared to help you stop from getting sick. Okay, so here we go. Ready? Woo. Okay, so let's talk about what caused us to get sick. Okay, so Mike is saying, okay, so the tips in this article can work any time of the year to keep you healthy, boost your immune system, and prevent you from getting sick. First of all, let us clear a huge misconception that about why people get sick more in the winter compared to the summertime. Let's talk about cold temperatures. You should realize that there's no such thing as catching a cold from cold temperatures. I can't believe how many people still have the misconception that cold temperatures can make you sick. In fact, did you know there are multiple studies that actually show that exposures to cold increases your immunity? It's true. One study I read recently even showed that cold therapy such as ice water bath or cold water exposure such as cold water swimming stimulates an improvement in your immune system. Other studies also show that cold weather therapy can improve your immune system. Okay? So what about germs? So there are really more germs and cold and flu viruses floating around in the winter. No, of course not. In fact, some medical articles I read have indicated that there might actually be a slightly large amount of viruses all around us in the summer due to more favorable conditions for their survival on surfaces. So why do more people get sick in the winter? Well, I'll give you a hint. It's not the temperature, but rather the strength of the sun rays and how this affects your health. In the winter, in the northern hemisphere, Canada, US, Europe, sicknesses spike, but at the same time, it's summer in the southern hemisphere, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, and while sicknesses are spiking in the northern hemisphere, sicknesses are at their lowest point in the southern hemisphere since it's their summer. Okay, so just to go on, like I said, I'm not gonna go through all of this, but what he's saying is, so here are some theories, okay, as to why people get the flu, cold, sicknesses in the winter. One theory is it may have to do with people generally spending more time indoors in the winter and thereby being exposed to more germs in enclosed buildings. It's a nice theory, but people are generally still in offices from 9 to 5 all week long, whether it's summer or winter, as you'll see, so theory 2. The reason people get sick in more winter is mostly due to a drastic reduction in the body's level of vitamin D, which is directly responsible for how strong your immune system is. So this is what he's talking about. So he's saying it's because of a lack of vitamin D, which we need vitamin D to boost our immune system. This is why more people get sick during the winter, because the sun isn't as hot, isn't as hot in the winter time. More people are indoors during the winter time, so less, you don't have much sunlight during the winter time. So these are things, because we're not getting enough vitamin D, that affects our immune system. This is the reason why more people get sick in the winter time, because of the vitamin D or lack of vitamin D. Okay, so again, okay, so with that being said, so here he gives the 7 most powerful tips to boost your immune system. So why do we get sick? Because our immune system needs to be, we need more vitamin D to get the immune system working better in our favor. So in the winter time, we're lacking the vitamin D, and this is why most people get sick during the winter. Okay, so here are 7 things you can do to boost your immune system. Focus on vitamin D, but not in fortified foods or synthetic forms and pills. So what he's saying, the best way to get your vitamin D is directly from the sun. So if you can, spend, he talks about 15 minutes, 15 to an hour in the sun, depending on your skin tone. If you're lighter, paler skin, obviously, you want to make sure you don't get sunburn. And he also talks about sunscreen. The problem with the sunscreen blocks it blocks the vitamin D from getting through your skin. So that's a problem too. So as he stated, the best way to get your vitamin D is to get it directly from the sun. Lighter pale person, 15 minutes is ideal. Darker skin, he talks about, could be 45 minutes to an hour. Again, it's and you know, you want to be in the sun enough to get some vitamin, get that vitamin D flowing through your system. And you also want to make sure, again, you don't get sunburn, and the sunscreen is not the best option, because again, it's going to block the vitamin D from getting through your skin. So keep that in mind, okay? So that's number one. So number one focus is you need more vitamin D. So we need to be in the sun, okay? Again, guys, go back to the article, reference it yourself. You know, you can. It's a long article, so I can't go through all the article. Number two is garlic to strengthen your immune system. So he's talking about 7 ways to boost your immune system. Vitamin D, number one, directly from the sun is the best way. Okay. Number 2 is garlic. Garlic is one of the most potent of all superfoods. Not only does high dose of garlic go back thousands of years for treatment of sickness, but recent studies back up the legendary claim for garlic boosting your immune system. What's best though? Aged garlic pills, whole garlic in food, capsules, etc. I can't seem to find a consensus on this one, so what I simply try to do is a variety of sources, including garlic powder and a lot of my foods, fresh chopped garlic in my meats, and also garlic capsule or 2 each day. Okay, so if I feel a possible cold or sickness coming on, I really start loading garlic into my foods heavily, and I take a few extra garlic capsules that day too. So garlic, number 2, way to boost your immune system. Number 3, kombucha, tea, kefir, Kefir, fermented foods, another way to strengthen your immune system. Remember that 70% of your immune system lies in your gut flora and the health of the friendly organisms in there to protect you against pathogens and sickness. So you can find bottles of kombucha tea or other probiotics drinks at health food stores such as Whole Foods. So these are other ways, you know, to boost your immune system, right? So he talks about the kombucha tea, the kefir, fermented foods, okay? And Whole Foods. Again, go back, guys, go get the article. You can read it yourself. He's got links here you can refer to, okay? Number 4 is green tea, chamomile tea, and other teas. There is evidence that green tea and chamomile tea can help aid in strengthening the immune system. Even if the effect is small, you can't go wrong, because both are loaded with powerful antioxidants unique to each tea. For that reason, I try to drink a couple cups of green tea with a small bit of raw honey early in the day, and then at night I have a couple cups of chamomile tea or mint tea. This isn't a bad idea even for a regular habit, but it seems more important when you feel a sickness possibly coming on. I also drink a lot of other teas such as rooibos tea, which is thought to be even higher in antioxidants than green tea. So green tea, chamomile tea, other teas will help to boost your immune system. Again, we're sharing 7 tips to boost the immune system. So why do we get sick? It's because our immune system is down during the winter time, because we're not getting enough sunlight. Okay, most people are indoors during the summer, so it's getting the vitamin D that's going to help boost your immune system was number 1, right? Garlic helps to boost your immune system. Green tea helps to boost your immune system. Number 5 is loading up on antioxidants. We already know how important antioxidants are to overall health, as well as the immune system support. For this reason, I make sure to really load up on antioxidants, rich fruits, berries, teas, red wine, unsweetened organic cocoa in smoothies, etc., and veggies to help prevent sickness. Sometimes I make what I call my superhuman smoothie, which I believe can really boost your immune system with loads of powerful antioxidants, rich berries, a few veggies, raw cocoa, maca, spirulina, chai teas, and other superfoods I can think to throw in there. Okay, so loading up on your antioxidants is number 5. We need antioxidants daily, and again, it helps to boost your immune system. That's probably why I haven't gotten sick. I don't remember last time I got sick, but anyways, because I take something where I'm getting enough antioxidants. So we need antioxidants. Number 6 is light exercise. Yeah, not hard exercise, light exercise. Okay, when you feel a sickness coming on, a super high intensity workout is not a good idea, as hard training forces the body to do a lot of recovery. This is a time when the body needs all of its effort on trying to fight all of the oncoming sickness. So going out there and doing hardcore exercise, the worst thing you can do. Your body needs to recover. So he talks about just doing a light exercise, high intensity, maybe for 10 minutes to help, you know. Okay. So he says, personally, I like to go outside for some fresh air and go for a hike or go snowshoeing in the winter. These aren't very strenuous for me, so they won't cause my body to be forced to do a lot of recovery. But just getting out in the fresh air and getting the circulation going, I feel is good to help the body fight off the sickness. Okay, so light exercise, guys. Number 6. Woohoo, the last one. Yay! You ready? So someone is on. Facebook doesn't tell me who's on, so welcome, whoever you are. The last tip is to avoid all processed foods, wheat-based foods, and sweetened soft drinks. If you're serious about your health and getting lean for life, this should be an everyday rule for you anyways, okay? Except for maybe those cheat meals. Of course, you're going to cheat sometimes. You have to. You just can't completely just, cut these out your diet entirely. But on the cheat days, that's okay, but not all the time. Don't make it a regular part of your diet, eating processed foods. However, when you might have a sickness coming on, this is no time to bombard your body with processed foods, inflammatory omega-3 oils, soybeans, corn oil, etc., fried foods, high fructose corn syrup, refined sugars, wheat-based foods, or chemical additives. All of these forces your body to do extra work to deal with all of this junk and the internal inflammation that it may cause in your body. And by the way, grain-based foods like bread, cereal, muffins, pasta, bagels are a big culprit in causing internal inflammation and disrupting normal gut functions, so avoid grains as much as possible. In case you're new to the science of Paleolithic nutrition, which I follow, I'm amazed. I didn't know that he did that he does the paleo nutrition. That's what I do. Humans don't actually need grains to survive. Grains were never a part of the ancient human diet until agriculture came around only about 10,000 years ago. If you haven't seen this article here, so he references why whole wheat damages your body. And so again, I follow the paleo diet. That's what I do. Awesome, I love it. Okay, so instead, especially when you might be getting sick, you need to give your body only wholesome, unprocessed foods that are only one ingredient and that were meant to digest most efficiently. Fruits, berries, veggies, eggs, nuts, seeds, grass-fed meats. Okay, so so there you go. So he said, I also have a daily serving of immune system boosting athletic greens, which is surprisingly delicious, plus contains lots of probiotics and antioxidants and other immune supporting superfoods. Okay, and so he's got a link to his athletic greens that he's referring to. So again, go get the article, check it out for yourself. Okay, these 7 tips will go a long way to helping to ward off that sickness that is trying to get a hold of you. Okay, here's to a strong, healthy body. Woohoo! Okay, so he says, note, I am not a doctor, and none of these tips are prescriptions for any individual person. They are simply the steps I've personally used over the years to successfully fight off sicknesses pretty much every single time. Again, I haven't been legitimately sick in at least 9 years now that I've used these steps. So he's talking about he hasn't been sick for 9 years, guys, because of these tips that he follows. Okay, so if we follow this to the T and we do what he says here, this is going to help to prevent you from getting sick. Again, the number one thing is the vitamin D, or lack of vitamin D, that's occurring during the winter time because of the cold weather. Most of us are not outside. We're not getting sunlight, and so we're getting less vitamin D, and that's what causes us to get sick. So